Alright, so now that I'm done with the other thing I was streaming, I can focus. Seems like the updates go a bit slower. This kind of fun. It's still as this starting screen from last season. Yeah, so I didn't realize at first that it actually says it's gonna unlock in 6 days and 2 hours. So I guess either I'll take I will go a bit slower on the streaming, or I will find another thing to stream. Depends on how much time I find for or how much time I'm left over with for doing this. Yes, there are some other games that I think could be interesting to try out, but also I do have some other projects to work on too, so we'll see. What I decide to focus on. Like I was trying to make an animatic earlier today, but it's a little overwhelming, especially when I barely have any idea what I'm doing. So, but I got Krita earlier, so I've been trying out that. So once I get used to that, I can probably make something.
How weak.
Like Ghost Supermancy is fun. I had no idea what the optimal team is for this time, but let's see.
This was nothing.
Thinking of buying some copies of Larson so that I can upgrade him as well, but I want to see if I am lucky enough to get some copies of him from the tavern. I do have some of these envelopes now, so let's see. Oh, that sucks. One more.
Hi! Sweetheart, I've arrived! Hi!
Magic exists to be wielded, and by those with ambition.
I think I need like one more copy of him now. Have him maxed out. Ooh, an early one.
Dinner time! Go, go, go! Hi!
Magic exists
Oh,
to
that's-
be wielded, and by those with ambition.
Guess that's him done.
I must. Now, I'd wager my magic has surpassed even yours.
Not quite.
Now, I'd wager my magic has surpassed even yours.
Maybe if you didn't get nerfed, you know, you may have surpassed me, but unfortunately, no. At least you get 200 extra initial energy now. That's not too bad. So maybe I want to. Still need more of those essences to get him to +5 though. I don't know if I want to spend a lot of diamonds on that. Is there also upcoming banner ups to think about? So close to this now. Daily limit. I thought that while I'm waiting for this to unlock, I could go through the side quests, see if there's anything interesting on there. So, let's see, Forge Master, Smelting Workshop. A bunch of craftsmen is chit-chatting excitedly near the smelting workshop. Find out what they're talking about. This place is buzzing. What's all the chatter about? Hello there, Mr. Dwarf. Fine, sir. You're looking at the champion this year. Is there is there a competition going on here? Are you the champion? That's awesome. Don't let him fool you. The competition hasn't even started yet. People are just signing up for it. I certainly have what it takes to win this competition. This time, I even convinced my retired master to coach me. He nearly won it back in his day. With all due respect, your master's not even that great. Anyway, thanks for reminding me to get some pointers from my master. I'll bring my master's masters and his masters too. That should do the trick. What? Why are the contestants allowed to get help from others? You need to be a dwarf to understand this. First of all, passing down craftsmanship is an important part of our culture. All of us start as an apprentice, learning from a master. Whenever we hit a snag at work, the first thing we do is consult our master. After all, craftsmanship is all about learning and collaboration, not working in isolation. To put it simply, this competition tests both the contestants and their master's guidance. When an apprentice wins, the master shares the glory. Speaking of which, I'd be lost if I were won. He doesn't even have a master. Can't believe he wants into. He doesn't stand a chance. You guys don't think Vaughn has a shot? Everyone in the village knows him. He's a craftsman who can't make weapons. Shh! Vaughn's coming this way. Let's go sign up. Forge Master competition. Sounds fun. I'm curious about that one guy. Seems he's being excluded. The light bearer envoy here. The path to perfect craftsmanship is a lonely one. Are you the envoy from Lightbearer? That's me. I hear you have a familiar that carries a shield and wields a sword like a knight, I suppose. You're small, but you carry yourself with such poise. Could you be the knight they've been talking about? I guess that's me. What can I do for you? Actually, I'm planning to sign up for the Forge Master competition this year, but I know I'm not quite champion material yet. It's all down to me. I've always been on my own. It's been ages since I last sought someone else's opinions. The other craftsmen mentioned they consult their masters whenever they hit a problem. Have you always been working alone? I trained under several talented craftsmen before, but I never clicked with any of them. In the end, I left. They gave up on me too. But recently, I had an epiphany. Before this, I was stuck in a craftsman's mindset, unable to grasp what truly defines a perfect weapon. So, I could really use some guidance from a knight like Chippy. It would be great to learn from someone who actually uses a weapon. Chippy uses a sword every day, but Chippy knows nothing about forging. I think you should consult Magister instead. Magister is knowledgeable and has seen all kinds of powerful weapons. Don't worry about formalities. Stop overthinking. Now, you just need to sign up for the competition first. We'll do our best to help you. Let's move. The registration booth is here. Everyone, the registration is closing soon. Anyone still not signed up? Hold on, we haven't signed up. You guys? I'm afraid the competition isn't open to Outlanders. It's Vaughn. He wants to sign up. I want to sign up. I see you finally made up your mind. Have you found someone to guide you? This hamster here and his master will guide me. Finding yourself some Outlander guides? Interesting. You'll soon realize that many hands might make light work doesn't always apply. Soon, the registration closes. The Forge Master competition this year officially begins. Let me take you through the rules. The theme this year is Sword. For the elimination stage, all contestants are required to forge a sword within the stipulated time using, listen carefully, the material we provide. If your sword meets the required standard, you'll advance to the finals. Here's some good news. You can forge the sword at your own workshop. We'll deliver the material right to you. Please note that anyone who violates the rules will be disqualified immediately. You can now head back to your workshop and start working on your creation. Please take us to your workshop. Is this the place? There are so many unfinished pieces here. Some sword blanks over here and some without hilts over there. Why don't you finish them? They are far from perfection in my eyes, so I see no point in finishing them. You're being too hard on yourself. Excuse me, is this one's workshop? I'm here to deliver the material for the first round. First round? Does that mean there's a second round? You're quick to cut and on. Anyway, I suggest you focus on the first round and make sure you stay in the competition. For the first round, you need to forge a sword blade using the material I brought. The material might not be as ready to use as you'd expect, but I'm sure you'd figure out how to work with it. I'll go inform the other contestants now. Let me take a look. What on earth is this? This is just scrap. Every time I forge a sword, I always use the best materials I can find. Even so, I'm still not satisfied with the result. Look at this. It's full of impurities, and its toughness is way below par. I can't use this scrap to forge a sword. You didn't finish your swords. You gave up on your swords. Indeed, but it's only because I'm pursuing perfection. No one, not even the masters I once learned from, understands my vision. Over time, I've grown distant from them. They could have been perfect. Such profound words. Shippy thinks Magister is trying to say that a true craftsman is someone who can make imperfect things perfect. Making imperfect things perfect? Do you think those swords had the potential to be perfect? Seems like I was hasty to give up on them. As for this scrap, I think I know how to pass the first round. Huh? Why is Shippy still confused? I'm not sure if I'll succeed, but I'll try to extract pure iron from this scrap. Is it possible? This material is heavy enough, and there's iron in it. Let me think. This is something I learned when I was a novice. I can use acid to remove the impurities, and then add charcoal for the reaction. For the flux, fluorite will be perfect. I'll gather everything I need and come up with a plan. A few moments later. The materials are prepared, and I figured out every step. I got everything ready. Let's get our hands dirty. Refining metal. First, use the special acid to... Yeah, okay, I'm not going through that. A few moments later. Congrats, you got some pure iron. This high-quality pure iron is the result of a meticulous process. Its gleam reflects the wisdom of its maker. You did it! It's pure iron! Are you happy with it, Juan? I wouldn't call it perfect, but this time I won't give up halfway. Next comes forging, quenching and polishing, which will test my fundamentals and patience. These steps take time, and I'll be working alone. You guys must be tired from all the traveling. Please, take some rest. We'll visit again tomorrow. It's still early. Let's see how the other contestants are doing. Give us something else, or I'm out. What's going on here? Everyone looks pretty worked up. Lacey, we demand an explanation. Did you guys pocket the funds? The material is terrible. The rule says so. Everyone gets the same thing. I don't care. What if you're giving better materials to others? If you don't get something better from me, I'm out. You're being unreasonable. You can't disqualify me. It's a real mess here. What happened? I've been disqualified because the host said I broke a rule. Our investigation confirms that you didn't use the material we provided, the pig iron you prepared yourself. What's wrong with that? The sword has to meet the standard, right? I can do that with that junk you gave me. But it's the rule. This rule is ridiculous. If you don't know how to run the competition, just let me take over. This competition is so chaotic. Hopefully, one can make it to the second round. What an eventful day it's been. Let's call it a day and visit Vaughn tomorrow. Next morning. Let's check on Vaughn. Sounds like Vaughn still has his nose to the grindstone. Did he work through the night? No, not perfect enough. Vaughn, how's it going? Wow, this blade looks so sharp. I can't believe it's made from that scrap. Chippy thinks it's already perfect. But I still see room for improvement. It's already flawless. Heard that? Magister and Chippy are on the same page. You can trust our judgment. Alright, guess I'll stop here. Time's up anyway. The first round of the elimination stage is officially over. Let me see this sword blank. Not bad. You nailed it. It's a pass for Vaughn. See these wooded pieces? They are the materials for the next round. You must use these to craft the hilt for your sword. After the first round, I'm sure all of you have got the hang of things. The wood looks pretty rough and far from sturdy. Please carry on with your work. Once you're done, you can head back to the competition site to submit your sword. Good luck. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. With the experience from the first round, Chippy thinks this round is all about digging for diamonds in the rough, right? Yes. This type of wood has a porous outer layer, but an incredibly sturdy core. Let me try removing the outer part. Vaughn spent some time processing the wood. So that's a good part we could use, but it's so tiny. Is it really enough for the hilt? It is, as long as I don't make any mistakes. Still, I won't have any room to carve patterns on the hilt. Carving? Chippy thinks there isn't enough wood for that. I can do hollow carving, but it will make the hilt lighter. The sword is a weapon. To Chippy, practicality and comfort matter the most. Chippy thinks it's unwise to sacrifice practicality for aesthetics. But carving is an important craftsmanship skill. Since this is a competition, I have to showcase my carving skills to the judges. The patterns we carve reflect our sense of aesthetics. If all the swords look the same, how are the judges supposed to decide the winning sword? Chippy isn't good with words, but you said you wanted to see things from the user's perspective when you approached us. The sword is only truly perfect when its user thinks so. As a user, Chippy would always prefer a practical sword over a beautiful one. Chippy likes a weapon with a soul. I get it now. I totally understand how you feel, Chippy. Have you decided not to carve the hilt? After taking a closer look at the wood, I decided to do some hollow carving at the end of the hilt. You didn't listen to what I said at all. It is up to the user who holds the weapon in their hand to judge whether it's perfect. Not the craftsman or the public. Chippy, I mean Master Chippy, it's precisely because of your advice that I decided to carve. I just gave this piece of ironwood a feel and noticed it was denser and therefore heavier than the usual hilt wood. For the sake of practicality, I had to reduce its weight with some hollow carving. I see. Magister, Chippy's pleased to hear that. Once become more insightful. Let's give on some time to tie up the loose ends. Meticulously, Juan finishes attaching the hilt to the sword and carving on it. The sword's finally ready. Let's submit it. I can sense the tension in the air here. You're making things difficult for us. Why is everyone so upset? The house said my sword didn't meet the standard, and I got eliminated. This is so unfair. Who would have thought that such a tiny piece of wood could be so heavy? Maybe you could have tried carving to reduce the weight. Don't even mention it. My master and I couldn't agree on the carving issue, and things got almost physical. In the end, I didn't even have enough time to do the actual work, so I had to settle for this sloppy work. I should have just done this on my own. The contestants who passed the second round are much fewer than expected. We're here to submit our work. You're the last one. Let me take a look at one's work. The sword has a sharp and sleek edge. The carving on the hilt is exquisitely done with a rustic and elegant style. Most importantly, the weight is perfectly balanced. Juan, this is a real breakthrough for you. You and Toyota are the only contestants who passed the second round. Toyota? He is Armbaird's apprentice. I didn't realize he was one of the contestants. Toyota and Juan, the finals will decide champion between the two of you. Juan? I never thought you'd be my final opponent. Hey, Toyota, and this gentleman next to you is... This is my mercenary friend Slagle. He took a long boat ride to Brimstone Village just to help me test my sword. My master's advice has helped me a great deal in this competition. But in the end, it was my determination to forge the perfect weapon for Slagle that helped me pass this round. Sword, Toyota, nice. Bring it on in the finals, Juan. I won't back down. In the finals, two of our team members will duel using the swords you forge. The weapon of the winner will be crowned the champion. Tip is up for a duel. I want to fight with one sword. Hamster, I'll fight you. I see we have some volunteers here. This is going to be an exciting match. Remember, this match isn't about your combat skills, but the weapon you wield. The finals begin now. Oh my. Oh, butterflies. Nice.
For the glory of all knights!
Hey, Chippy won. Juan is the champion. I am the champion of Forge Master competition? Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine this. Juan, although Chippy still loves my own sword the most, your sword was perfect for me just now. Thank you so much, my masters, and of course, Hammy. All this time, I've been working hard to forge the most perfect weapon in the world. But my standards of perfection have become so strict over time that the pressure is starting to crush me. Before this, I didn't even have a single finished piece of work to my name. Thanks to you, I came to realize that it's the user who decides whether a weapon is perfect. When I saw Master Shippy fighting with my sword just now, my heart is filled with joy. The user's satisfaction means everything, and my earlier obsession now feels meaningless. I believe I gained something even more valuable than the trophy from this competition. The nice one. Forge Master. You helped one, the talentless craftsman, win the Forge Master competition. But to him, what mattered most wasn't the victory, it was what he found along the way. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I can't quite get to the limit today, but at least it's pretty close. I don't think it makes a huge difference between a few stages. But let's see if I can get the last two now.
Respect the grove.
Quick! More earth! A bit of experience, a bit of luck. A dream come true. bit of experience, a bit of luck.
Doesn't seem to be different, at least, based on the stuff you said. I think as long as you get within the limit, it's fine. Even if it's not quite there. Hmm.
Don't worry, I'll clear the way. So
A little dark, hmm? Don't worry. Souls burn bright.
Back to exploding first. This guy Max.
I must admit,
Oh, I can get his head for now.
a marvelous gift. Seems our tastes still align perfectly, Merlin.
Well, it helps that you have the same taste as every ultralight bear that I met, so. But you're welcome.
Ah, how should I say this? Your taste is as impeccable as ever. Ah, how should I say this? Your taste is as. How should I. How should I say this? Your taste is as impeccable as ever. How should I say this? Your taste is as impeccable as ever. How should I say this? Your taste is as impeccable as ever.
Whenever allies' actual range damage deals reaches 650 of the initial team attack, flex a 3-tile wide line from your side to the enemy side that hits the most enemies, then fires a power arrow along it. Yes, that's interesting. Over sunset throat, the reflection of the sunset on his belly reminds the dwarves of the warmth from a blazing furnace. Nice. Maybe I should try. Oh, is that a mimic? Crystal crawler. Rain Wraith. It conceals its trail in the sound of rain, poses to leap from the water and make a powerful splash. Oh, that's cute. Lusterfish. Its scales, shimmering like celestrides, lights the way for miners who have forgotten their lamps. Oh, that's cute. later. Sunset throat. The reflection of the sunset on its belly reminds the dwarves of the warmth from a blazing furnace. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, puff. It will glare at you angrily when caught, puffed up like a balloon. Brucey and lowerfish. They stick together in the fiercest repulse, even though they end up dizzy and lost. The black non-static color adds a sense of fashion, and the lantern sleeve design provides a vintage style for everyday wear. I would consider wearing that. think this can be interesting actually, the way they up the decent interfaces, because then it's like, oh, gotta get to this stage within that time and such. I don't know. Ooh, Sigmund. Wonder what he will be like as a Dream Realm boss.
Charge bravely for the divine light!
Let me join the fray.
Don't worry, your delivery's coming up.
Let's dance under the starlight.
shield protects me!
Sleep and dream of me.
That was at least. Oh, that's right. We got some new things in here now. This not my favorite. Really, my skin is pretty okay. I do kind of wish they could give her a skin that looks less sexy, cause I mean she's basically a child, so still, it's color-wise it's okay. Suits her well enough, I think so. Oh, that's good. The one I want. One of the eyes. This. Yeah, I kind of missed out on when I started playing, because I started playing on this account. So I want to get that finally. Other than that, I'm is okay. Not necessarily for my aesthetic. See the eyes? Although I think I prefer like other eyes. There you go. Good. I don't think. Better actually. Think about it. bit off.
Let's savor this as though it's real.
There we go.
Let's savor this as though it's real.
The battlefield, a state of art.
Let's savor this as though it's real. 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 Let's savor this as though it's real.
Okay, seems like this one does the best now, based on at least this formation. But it...
Copy that. I'll take care of it.
I have prevailed.
Right, we got a new map for battle drills. Oh, it seems similar to the original battle map for graphic. Well, I guess there are more like towers or guards to get through with this one. Abyssal Reaper. That guy we ran into. Abyss, I guess. Abyssal Penitent. Penitent. Feeling or showing sorrow and regret for having done wrong. Repentance. Well, I guess that's it for today. At least I can't think of anything else that could be interesting. So, good night.